go. Crash and flow.
You know how like YouTube, Instagram is filled with dudes just walking around a supermarket and being like, this thing right here, it's killing you. And then they walk to another thing and be like, also this thing right here, grains, it's killing you. It's got folic acid. And then they just keep walking around a superstore just talking about shit that kills you.
I didn't even see that yet.
Soon it shall hit your Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole genre of videos now.
There's these dozens of genres that like if you watch one, they're like, oh, we have this whole universe for you next time you come here.
Yeah.
I saw one guy get a cool haircut.
Yeah.
And then they were like, he must be Lebanese. Send him all this shit.
Dude, haircut stuff is fun. Anyway, so they're saying essentially like drinking caffeine at anything after 11 o'clock in the morning still has an effect on your REM cycle in the evening.
You can do that though, or do you not like caffeine that much that you're like, I gotta get it in before?
Well, here's the thing: if you put coffee in front of me and tea, either orange pico or immersion tea, I'm gonna choose tea all day.
No one's doing the Pepsi challenge with you, bro. But yeah, I'm with you.
I'm just saying I would always choose tea over coffee.
Right.
But like coffee has got more dopamine tied to it. When you drink it, you're like, oh, I can feel it. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to even out my delivery system, and matcha is the happy middle, and also I get to be fancy at a Starbucks.
I think that is fancy
because I get to go over there and order
a leaf,
a matcha latte,
yeah,
and then I feel like I'm still having like a fun drink,
right?
You know, but this doesn't apply to PSLs.
What's that?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Okay.
And the peppermint mocha from Christmas.
Are you sure you're not a white girl that's a yoga instructor? PSLs. What's that? It's my favorite thing. What was the last one?
And the peppermint mocha during Christmas.
Man, that pumpkin spice is like candy.
Dude, it's so good.
It's the best time of year.
It really is.
It has.
We clown white girls.
Oh, I know.
But it tastes great,
bro. It has the most calories.
Dude, I get half sweet.
I know, but it's like, oh yeah, you could do that, right? I do that with my bubble tea.
Yeah,
I say no sweet, it still tastes. I'm like, are you?
Yeah,
sure?
I go zero. I go zero all the time.
Zero, but I'm like, it's definitely sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does this taste so mango?
Yeah. So yeah, PSLs.
PSLs.
Good. And have you had a peppermint mocha during the Christmas time?
You know, I'm not a big fan of peppermint things other than tea.
Okay.
But like peppermint, mint, and anything else.
Right.
Yeah. Other than toothpaste.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
The peppermint mocha.
I'll try it out. I like things.
Yeah, you gotta wait for Christmas. That's
true.
That's my Starbucks. I rarely buy Starbucks outside of autumn and winter.
Are you partial to any of the chocolates, like the hot chocolates of different places, or no? It's really
no.
coffee.
No, it's just coffee. Yeah.
That is fun though. I don't know if you've been to the distillery. There's this Peruvian place that has it's hot chocolate with spice in it. Yeah. My wife loves that stuff.
Okay, you need to tell me where this place is because get this: when we went to Dominican Republic, they have they take their chocolate real serious. Okay, over there.
Yeah.
And so when you get on the ATV and you drive around the thing, they have a couple stops, right?
Right.
So that was one of the stops, and dude. The hot chocolate there, they call it the drink of the gods. Okay?
Call it future diarrhea.
And it's chocolate with some spices in it. I'm assuming it's not as strong as the place that you're talking about, but it is really nice. I bought 2 bags of it. It's worth $40.
Ooh.
and I still have it.
I will have to look this up later.
Yeah.
Because it's not Soma, but yeah, this place is fantastic. I have a stomach problem.
So,
but it's worth it every year. Every year I go, I'm like, yeah, we just have to leave soon.
Yeah.
we go there at the end.
It just runs. Well, it's a good detox, I guess.
I'm
What's
sure
it called?
it's...
Do you know?
No, I was just looking it up. I couldn't find it, and I put our conversation above looking. I did try.
No, I understand. Yeah.
It might be Soma, Soma.
Oh, dude, I've been there before, but I didn't know they had hot chocolate with spices.
You
gotta ask for it. Yeah.
Or ask my wife; she'd know exactly where it is.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I know that place. They love it. It's chocolate everything over there.
They're like running a Wonka factory. You can tell everything they do. It's just like, where's the chocolate?
Yeah, the air is thick.
Here, you walk in and you're like, I have diabetes right now.
Yeah, that's cacao. Is it cacao, right?
Yeah, is it true that, or is it? I forget which one it is. That one of these is eaten by like a cat of some sort and then pooped out. Is that coffee?
No, that's a coffee.
That's a coffee.
That's a
okay.
coffee. Yeah.
That's all coffee.
It's not. It's not like. Is it a cat? I thought it was a lemur. Doesn't matter. I'm not looking it up.
Yeah. Or if there's another like cat-like creature called something with a fuh sound standing.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is a cat. Maybe not a lemur. So essentially, for those people who don't know what we're talking about, there's an animal in the forest. Sayed is going to look it up. There's an animal that eats the coffee bean. It passes through the digestive tract of this animal, and while doing so, it like creates sort of like this, like it does something to the bean to make it super special. Then it poops it out. Then other people come out, humans, weird ass humans. They go through the poop and then they clean it. They clean the poop off of the coffee beans.
It's called a civet.
Ah, okay.
Which is like a lemur cat.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. It's a lemur cat.
No,
All right, we both win.
I'm just trying to make you right. It's
Thanks, bro.
It's like a weasel, dude.
Oh, it's a weasel?
Yeah, but
Okay.
this thing can make coffee more delicious, and people are crazy.
Yeah, they and then
There's all these videos of them being in cages and just eating.
of course, that's what humans would do, right? I mean,
Well,
that's what they do
gonna-
with ducks.
Fagua?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had fagua?
No, I haven't. Would I change my mind about it if
I've had it multiple times. I don't like it. I don't know
Oh,
what.
you don't like it?
Well, first off, it's a lot of things the French make.
Mm-hmm.
They're, like it's not for everybody.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not. It's eating a really fatty liver.
Do you like liver in general?
I do like liver.
Okay,
but I
so
also
you have
like
a taste of liver.
Yeah, but I also like it because I know how good it is for me. But this is like, it's like
I think this is the worst type of liver.
yeah, it's like force-fed
Yeah.
corn. I saw videos, and this was a funny thing. The videos was them feeding like ducks this stuff, and the ducks were happy. Like they came right to the guy when they came in,
They're like, yo, straight
Yeah.
up fat.
and the chef that was like, "See, they like it," you
Yeah.
know. And I was just like, "It's still, that's pretty gross."
Seems weird.
Yeah,
Seems weird.
Like we'll just shoot it right into their stomach, and the people will love it. But
Yeah. It's not as bad as veal.
veal's the
Veal
my
messes me
God.
up.
Oh yeah, that messes me up.
Yeah, we were eating veal biryani, I think,
Oh man,
at the in-laws place,
yeah,
and we were talking about veal.
right.
And I'm like, it is weird, right? This biryani is gonna taste great, but it's a little weird.
It's the weirdest.
Right.
It's so weird.
Just let it grow a little bit. That's like the equivalent of having a food that's specifically just like chiclets or chicks.
I don't even know what to because I'm like in my head, like people will be mean to, let's say, birds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bugs, and then sea creatures, and then you get close to anything that feels like a person, you stop.
Yeah,
It's like this is a mammal
right.
that
And it's a baby.
and you separate them. It's just, I know the whole thing is dirty if you just like go through a slaughterhouse.
But
like
there's
I've been
different
to.
levels of dirty.
This is the
This is-
this
this
is
seems
just
like
like
the
here.
worst.
Are we still doing this? Can we stop?
We
Can
could just
have one shot.
We can just abuse it when it becomes an adult.
We're still monsters. I'm not saying we have to stop being monsters, but can we just wait a minute?
yeah.
It only takes 3 more months. We have him on steroids anyways. Just give it like 3 months.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
That being said, like I don't feel strong enough for me to like refuse it if I'm at someone's house.
I've refused. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
That'd be so rude in our culture.
So rude, dude.
Your mom try you next say you have an allergy.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
You play that tambourine and eat
Yeah.
that baby cow.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah. But no, we'll never purchase it.
Bro, I don't know if I showed you the picture of what my mother-in-law had last weekend.
No.
Oh, can I show you this?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Can I venture a guess?
Yeah. Venture 2 guests.
Hooves.
Close.
Damn. Tail?
Ooh, what do you think we are? Animals? No, I'm kidding. Tail's delicious. I haven't had tail.
Okay. And then tongue.
You're close. Give me 1 second.
How
I'm about to find
how
it.
is hooves and tail close?
Look at this.
All right, hold on.
It's tongues. But this is how many tongues. This is just a bucket. This is nihari, by the way.
Okay, tongue nihari?
Tongue nihari with trotters.
What is a trotter?
It's really knees
Kneecaps.
and ankles
Okay.
of goats. Look how many. There's like dozens of tongues
I see
in
it.
this
I see
nihari.
it. There's a lot.
It's not like just one.
Dude, it's a herd.
Yeah, and then this was my, I don't know why there's music to it, but that was my plate. One tongue. And you know what? As I'm eating it, I'm like, this is delicious.
The tongue is good?
It's very good.
Is it chewy?
It's just like nihari. No, it's not chewy at all.
It just falls apart? It's a
It's-
muscle, though.
It's a muscle, and it falls. It's just all like there's a skin to it.
Mm.
It's comes off pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it just tastes like nihari. It's like very tender muscle meat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd eat it. It is weird though.
It is
But
strange.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to eat veal. No, I'm not saying you have to eat veal. Yeah, I'll eat tongue and brain and stuff, but like veal's like, it's a conversation. Anytime somebody gives me veal, I'm like, so
We eat babies up in here.
hey. Some people don't even realize it.
Yeah, they don't. They just think it's a different type of meat.
Yeah, I don't know what
Right?
they
There's
think.
goat, there's lamb, there's veal, and there's
Right.
cow.
Yeah, there's another thing. I
Yeah.
just don't. I can't. I think I've seen it. Men would be like, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it looks like a lamb.
Right.
Right?
It's like a smaller cow. Yeah, it is. It's smaller.
It's real small.
Oh man, people are crazy.
Oh man, dude.
This is the sad thing is this was a bad idea no matter where we started doing it.
Yeah.
Because no matter where you started doing it, it's like, oh, is this a baby cow we're eating? Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
Like if you were prehistoric, you
Right.
know, and then you knew there was bulls and there was cows, and then one had a baby.
Yeah.
You'd be like, when you grow up, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
Like you never look at it and be like,
Bro, I've seen a tiger
Yeah.
take a baby fawn and be like, and look at it for a while before like you can tell this tiger's like,
I think I've seen it.
we are in the jungle, damn it. But this thing is a baby, and he still like eventually kills it. But he's looking at it like, what do I do?
Yeah.
This is a tiger.
Yeah. Where's
And-
your mom? I'm
yeah.
trying to murk your mom.
And we're like, we're in farms. We're just like, let's get, people love veal. Got to give them what they want.
yeah.
Damn.
If PETA fought that one, I'd be like, all right, I'm on board.
I'm sure they do. It's just it's not.
It's hard to listen to,
No,
like
it's-
the one thing they make
It's the
sense.
why, how, what of it. It's not like what you're saying. It's how you're saying it, and
Yeah.
eventually, and that goes for any message,
Yeah.
any truth, sincerely, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But at some point, you're like, I don't fucking like. I don't know how I dislike you because I thought we'd be on the same side. Like you guys are.
I love the one where it was, they stuck their hands on Porsches,
Mm.
and then they just left the dealership.
I wonder if
Turn
it's
off
like
the lights.
it's like Taliban. It's not that they're like one group. It's just like anybody can claim PETA.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I don't think those guys were PETA. I think those guys are for oil. They don't.
Okay.
They don't like humans
I
getting
gotcha.
oil.
Yeah, there was other people that were gluing themselves to paintings.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So they did it to Porsches.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you do it at a dealer. Let me walk that back.
Okay.
It's not okay that you do it at a dealership, but all right, whatever. You went to a dealership. You stuck your hand on a bunch of brand new Porsches.
All right.
All right. You just changed the body panel.
Mm-hmm.
You're good to go, right?
I like how you're looking at it from the car's perspective.
Of course, I'm looking at it from the car's perspective. Of course. Why else would I not?
It's not even.
All right. But these assholes went to a Ferrari museum or
Mhm.
Ferrari whatever, and they were Ferraris of different ages,
Wow.
and they stuck their filthy ass hands on the Ferraris.
Wow.
And for me personally, was this:
yeah.
if you did it to Porsche, you're like, okay, this is not great.
Mhm.
We let you stay over here overnight, so you had to pee your pants and whatnot. Now we're gonna unstick you, and we're gonna have to buff all the stuff out. Get out of our thing. Never come back.
Mhm.
We blacklist you. Make sure that you never come into the dealership. For what you did to the Porsches, though,
Mhm.
I think we should extract a pinky from each one of you.
Mm.
Excuse me, the Ferraris,
Mhm.
the vintage. Some of these are example 1 of 1, right?
Yeah.
You can't get that paint back. You can't get. It's not like you don't get that back.
Right.
So we're gonna need a pinky from every one of you.
I thought your
Enzo
voice,
Ferrari asks for it.
I thought your voice was gonna break. Like we don't get that back. You're quiet for a bit, and we're like, "Wow, we're gonna get a sponsorship."
Can you imagine? We
We go from nothing to Ferrari, right? Like what?
I'm as surprised as you are, but this episode is brought to you by Enzo Ferrari.
Yo.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. That's history.
Yeah,
and this is the
it's
thing you
art.
love.
Is our man.
For anybody getting like kind of weirded about like, why? Yeah, so he loves cars, and this is
Yeah.
this is
It means more to me that like what I saw the damage meant more to me than any painting that they threw tomato at. Like it didn't. I said with a painting, I'd be like, I understand,
Yeah,
right?
but-
There's cultural importance to it, but not for me.
this painting has no horsepower.
Zero, dude.
I can't even
It
ride
makes
it.
me feel nothing.
Nothing.
I see it, I look at it, and to be honest with you, there's a lot of Marvel like artists that can draw better than these guys.
That's not true.
No, I think so.
No, it's just the history. Hey, man.
No, I understand this cultural importance of
Yeah.
it. I know this historic.
I like how
thing.
you're like Marvel artists.
No.
Have you seen Zorro or whatever?
No, and listen, all art has its place. Well, most, right?
I think you know
some
what
of it is weird.
Art is. It was so important. Just like orchestra music.
I don't like
classical.
modern art. I think that's stupid.
I know everybody thinks it's stupid,
Yeah.
dude. They know.
Yeah,
It's
tax haven.
They have told people they do modern art, and they've gotten enough of a look that they know.
Yeah.
They're like, people don't fucking think we're artists. It's like the dentist of medical. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
but it was there was a time when certain things were in their like heyday.
Yeah.
Right. Like certain things are in its heyday right now. Stand up comedy in its heyday.
Yeah.
People fighting each other since heyday.
Right.
But like art, what we considered freaking actual art was in its heyday, and these people were fucking artists. So much so that hundreds of years later, if you glue your hand to one, it's national.
No, I understand. There's definitely like there's a beauty in it and everything else. I was just being facetious. Facetious?
I don't know her.
Yeah.
Facetious.
Yeah.
All right.
I see that I have a Lewis Hamilton clip saved over here,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know why I saved it. But it's in the podcast file, so I'm assuming it's something that you also can comment on. So why don't we click it? And
Maybe
find
it's
out?
because you love the man.
I do. I
you're
definitely
saving
do.
it for yourself, but you accidentally saved it in here.
Hey, yeah, it might be that might be the case. All right, let's see what the man has to say.
Do you want to be in front of the camera?
I wanted to try at one stage. I had this amazing opportunity to be. I begged Tom Cruise to put me in Maverick,
I heard about this.
and
And what did he say?
he said yes. I was like, I'll be anything. I could be the janitor. I could do anything in the background. I'm happy
Well,
to do
you
it.
weren't in the movie, right?
Well, no, he did give me a role as one of the pilots, and I was fighting for the championship at the time, and I couldn't take the time off. It's on the top of my list
that
of
guy.
things I regret not doing. And he.
So you had to call him, go thanks, but no thanks?
Yeah, it was
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Bro, he was gonna be.
He could have been that Hispanic guy.
Right, bro, I already love to like an nth degree.
Yeah.
The Top Gun Maverick. I already like it's one of my favorite movies of the recent era. I love Top Gun. I love Tom Cruise.
Yep.
And there was an opportunity to have Lewis Hamilton in the same freaking movie. I would have been bawling in the theater.
You would have been.
It would have been too much. It would have been too much. Oh my God! What the world has missed. What the world has missed.
You sounded like that one guy that was like, "Oh, it would have been the best." You sound
I
like-
felt the pain of
you
that
should,
dude.
You should learn. You figure out who that guy is because you're soulmates out there.
That would have been insane, especially if they didn't say anything and we were just there, because like I went to watch it very early on.
If they didn't say anything and we all went to watch it,
Yeah.
nobody would know but you. But that's why it would hit way more.
Yeah,
You would be like, "Oh my God, you guys!"
just be shaking you in your chair.
I know. It was like,
You have
what?
no idea.
I'm like, "Are you mad about the diversity again?"
No, this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, man. What's his name? Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton.
Is he
Great.
a hybrid?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Indeed, he is. His father is black and his mom is white.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
That's normally how that.
If I was gonna go with like guesses, I'm like, I would have gone with those two.
Right. Okay. So you know how there's these dog trainers, right? For the military and whatnot.
Right.
So you've seen these dogs when they run up to someone and they grab their leg,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or they grab their arm, and then the guy tumbles a bit or whatnot. You've seen those takedowns, right?
Of course.
You've never seen a takedown like this, bro. Check this thing out.
Wow. How'd you do that? What did he hit? Wow. I wish you could rewind quickly, but I know it's not a possibility. Because now we gotta watch this dog eat stuff. Let me check out the speed. Where does he hit that guy?
I think the guy jumped a little bit, but he got hit hard, dude. And that didn't it didn't mess up the dog at all.
It's
This dog
good
is
for
like
the guy that he jumped because like that thing wasn't trying to. I think it was trying
trying
to
to run right
through you.
Yeah, just headbutt you.
Dang. Hold
But
on.
a tremendous amount of force, right? Because that's not a small man. That's a pretty chunky dude. I know
That's
he's wearing
a-
some
Yeah, that's a grown ass man.
yeah.
What kind of dog do you think this is? What is like a German Shepherd but different?
Yeah, it's one of those. It's exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Yeah.
a different type of German Shepherd. It's a German Shepherd without the coloration.
Yeah. Raw chicken, line. Nope.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. I want to see if someone.
Belgium.
Yeah, that sounds correct. That sounds correct.
Yeah, Belgium something.
Dude, you're so close to it.
I know. I want to say Belgium Malamute, but I don't know if that's a thing.
No, I don't think that would be it. Man.
That's not it. All right, don't worry about
That's
it.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, England is crazy.
What about England?
No, what did you say?
I don't know.
You just said something right now.
All
Something is crazy.
I think it was just filler words, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing for you. Yo,
I just had a stroke, bro. I just lost my mind for a second. Nothing to worry about.
nothing to worry about over here, bro.
What else are we gonna talk
fine.
about?
I'm fine. Just blacked out slightly.
That's so funny.
So you recently went hunting.
I went hunting.
That's been on both of our to-do lists, our bucket list,
Yeah.
right? But you were able to do it. So yeah.
Yeah. So I did hunting the way it's supposed to be done with a white man,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Like a few other things in life, I guess, but definitely that.
Yeah.
And I woke up, I got done with the show. I went to bed at 12. I woke up at 3. Hunting starts before the sun comes up. That's the law.
Yeah.
You can't, just because you can doesn't mean you can't.
Wait. Hunting starts.
Before the sun comes up. I mean, right when the sun comes up. So you can't be like in
You can't night vision goggles.
night vision goggles, heat sensors. You're just shooting things as they sleep like a maniac. So I get to my buddy's place in Barrie, Ontario, like an hour drive.
Yeah.
And everybody up there has trucks. He has a mustache.
Yes.
This is where you
He
prove.
has a mustache on his truck.
No, that means the Uber driver, right? I think that's what it is.
No. They put like the horns on the underneath the grill.
Oh no,
It
that's
looks
a
like a
horn.
mustache.
No, he has a mustache on his face.
Oh, he has a mustache
Yeah.
on his face. All right, cool.
He's like, and so he's got extras of everything. He's like, here's your camo.
Yeah.
So we're in camo.
Yeah.
We're walking in the mud.
Wait, you're not wearing like fluorescent?
No,
What if there's other hunters out there who just shoot you?
we're not walking around. Just how you hunt turkey. You get in like a spot and you cover yourself in camo
Okay.
and you don't move.
I see.
But I think if you're doing the like it's called stop and stalk hunting, where you're like stopping and fucking stalking,
yeah.
like crouching and shit.
Right.
I think they make you just in
Okay.
case somebody's like, oh, there's motion over there. That must be
Right.
yeah. If you're shooting a bush and that's making a turkey sound, you're an asshole, right? So there's no camo. There's no like vest.
Yeah, I just realized
just
I.
camo.
Okay, yeah, go on. So you're inside this blind, right?
So yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
get in this mushy area. We put up a tent, and it's a camouflage tent, and
Yeah.
then it's 2 men with a shotgun and a hole that's about this big,
Yeah.
and we put a fake turkey out there. Like, and the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, what if, like, is this turkey? What if it's an ugly turkey? That's what we're doing wrong. I don't know.
Right.
So-
oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
like
because we
this-
don't know. It's just like what you think,
Yeah, you don't know the attraction level of what's good turkey, what's not good turkey.
bro. If you're hunting men,
Yeah.
right, and you're just like, this is probably what a good-looking woman looks. Just like right. I don't know. I don't know if we know what a good-looking turkey looks like. Is
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
So we have these 3 ways of calling it. One is like something that you just put in your mouth and it fits on the top of your palate,
Yeah.
and you get to like make a turkey sound,
Uh-huh.
like that's pretty good
All
actually.
right. Cool.
If you're a turkey hearing this,
Yeah. Turned on
you're
immediately.
hard right now. You're like, who said that? And then you have like a flapper, which is what I got to use, which is like a wooden box with an arm. When you close it, it makes the same sound just from like wood scratching on wood.
Yeah.
Like it's cut that way.
Yeah.
And then you have a red circle that's completely flat made of wood that you rub a wooden stick on, and the friction of that sounds. You got to do everything with the right rhythm.
Uh-huh.
That's literally how they judge each other. It's like you would, if you do it, the other hunters that hunt turkeys like, dude, I've heard about this and I felt it immediately.
Right.
Where he's like, your turkey. I'm just like, hey man, this turkey could get some.
Right.
So we're there for 4.5
This is a
hours.
beatboxing turkey. He
Dude.
speaks quick.
We were there for 4.5 hours. Did not see one bird.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Heard a bunch of woodpeckers, which is friggin' awesome. I was like, so woodpecker, can we go see?
Right.
He's like, no. Okay, that makes sense.
You see the video I sent you? It was a woodpecker, compared. It can hit wood?
Yes.
The same speed as like some chain machine gun?
Dude. Imagine if that was the main bird.
Yeah. Crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Just fly by, just hit you like nails on. If it could, Yeah.
Ah, right through your skull.
What happened to the Winstons? Oh, woodpeckers.
What was the gun you was using to hunt?
It's a shotgun.
Were you gonna shoot? If you had the opportunity, would you do it, or you?
I was hoping to just shoot when no one was looking. That's
Right.
what I was hoping.
Yeah,
to
he
do.
didn't let you let off a shot.
You know what? We got there right on time.
Yeah.
So after that, we were just. You don't want to. These things hear extremely well,
Oh.
and they see. They don't smell extremely well, but they see extremely well,
Right.
and they hear very well too.
So you don't want to just let off a shot, then they're never coming this way.
Yeah, totally.
I see.
And also, like you moving around a lot is, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
That's why calling things is so.
So it was a shotgun?
Yeah, it was a shotgun with pellets, and it was camouflage. The gun itself.
Man, you should have, like, when you guys wrapped up at 4 hours, you should have just been like,
Hey,
you know, in Jarhead,
Yeah.
because they never got to shoot their gun while they were at war in Afghanistan or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you just shot in the air. You could have just let one off.
Yeah.
See
Said
what it is.
exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you seen Jarhead?
He said
Give me
no.
a shotgun.
He said no. Man, he
Uh,
was being real responsible, eh?
no, he was very. It never seemed like the vibe where he would let me even kind of do it.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't want to be the one to ask.
This is like he's like a lifelong. He grew up here. He's a lifelong hunter.
Right. For him, this is serious.
This is serious
This is
business.
part of his
This is-
culture,
this is
part of
about-
his upbringing,
yeah.
and you don't want to taint it by being like, "Hey, man, let me just shoot a
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
a tree."
He showed me the first place he ever shot a turkey. He's like, let me come show you. Drove me to a place to show me. That's how
Wow.
this is his thing.
Right.
So I can't just be like, hey, let me shoot this tree. But maybe you would.
You know
Who
what?
knows?
You know
Next
what?
time.
I give you I give you credit for respecting the overall vibe.
Bro, I don't want to be the brown guy, your brown friend you take to do something,
Right,
and they're like,
right.
hey, you mind if I hold it? You mind if I say Thug Life? You make a video of me?
Yeah, that's true. Right. Just
You don't do it the first time you go, at least.
yeah, you gotta get used to them.
Freezing cold, -2.
Damn.
Yeah, like 29 degrees Fahrenheit.
No
Americans.
No male turkeys looking for female turkeys at -2.
Unless like, man, this guy is horny.
They need to be.
He's
Yeah,
just
he's like, this is the last year. I know I'm dying after this.
Yeah, this guy's just like, I heard this sound at a perfect pace. Which one was it? Which one are you, motherfucker? Like, that's-
He did it kind of slow. He's like, she's getting up in age there.
Yeah. But it was fun. We went to a diner after, got some food.
Food.
It was fantastic.
Was it
and,
like a diner from the movies
No, it's just like a normal.
where they
be
always
here.
they just come and pour you coffee even before you order your food?
No, it was just like a diner here, but with more white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me, and then I think I might have been the only white guy the whole time we were there.
Yeah. You just said you were the only white guy.
Non-white guy. It was so white there. We were driving, and there was a black guy that was walking.
Yeah.
And my buddy goes, "See, we have diversity." And there's like one black guy, and he's like, "We have. Come on, don't
The
say
black
we
guy's
don't."
like, get out. It's
Yeah,
not good
like-
here. Go back where you came from.
But yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, then you're gonna have to go back so that you can actually hunt.
Dude, yeah. It's either I hear like duck hunting is very hard to get to the areas where they do duck hunting, but this probably is the most comfortable way of doing it
Okay.
because you're in a thing, you kind of whisper and talking to your buddy.
Yeah.
Just every now and then calling a bird. There's not a lot to do but other than listening and being quiet. So
Right. Is there any other big animals around there?
yeah,
What do they got?
definitely black bear and deer.
There's black bears there?
Yeah, I don't know if they have a season for them,
Yeah.
but he said those two things. They definitely have deer and deer season.
Yeah. Well, deer's not gonna run up on you generally.
I don't think so. No, I
No.
think people use feeders for deer, so that's.
Yeah. No. I was just saying, just in case like a bear comes out.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be so cool and scary.
Yeah, that would be scary.
What would you do?
There's no point running. It's gonna outrun me,
Yeah,
right? Plus, Patrick hasn't taught me how to run properly yet, so problematic.
Yeah.
I think I freeze. I become statue.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do, right? If you move,
I
he
didn't
looks
even
at
think
you.
that was an option. Yeah.
He looks at you, right? I mean, I'm in the blind in this situation.
Oh, okay. What if, let's say, you're walking on a trail,
Yeah.
and there's a big tree. Oh, that's a pretty big tree.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're passing the tree, there's a bear, and it sees you, and you see it at the same time. It's about 15 feet away.
Okay, 15 feet away.
Yeah.
I believe what I would do, right? Hand over my head. If I have a jacket, lift the jacket above my head
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, bear,
Okay.
Hey, bear.
Sound as wide as possible.
Hey, bear. And then just walk my way backwards without turning my back to the bear.
I think that's a smart
Slowly.
way to handle it. Yeah.
I think that's the way how you do it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen many videos
Mm-hmm.
of hunters and stuff that would say it.
Yeah.
Now, with a black bear, I feel like there's an opportunity for me to live. If I see a grizzly bear,
Yeah.
I can't say "Hey, bear,"
Right.
because I'm reciting the prayer of death,
Right.
right? Because it's a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how many times you say "Hey, bear,"
Yeah.
it's not scaring this thing.
No. It just comes down to if it's hungry
If it's
or not.
decided to kill you or
Yeah,
not.
that's literally all of it. I would turn my phone flashlight on. I'm like, this? I don't know. No surf tried this. It seems like it should work.
Yeah.
Yeah, black bears, I think what you just recommended is probably exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen that work, and I've seen people yell at the top of their lungs in either, anger or fear.
Yeah.
And I've seen that work as well. Like, ha! And it's like, oh, fuck.
Right.
You scared everybody.
Or
So,
you could be that little white girl.
mhm.
I mean, I think she was an adult, but she was very small.
Mhm.
And then I think the black bear was jumping into her backyard
Mm.
and was about to eat one of the dogs or something.
Right.
And she ran after
Yeah,
the black bear and scared the black bear away.
Yeah, that bear was first a little annoyed by these dogs,
Yeah.
and then very afraid by this. I mean, in its defense,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, like what the hell is happening?
These people don't really run away from me.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's,
so that's what I
there's
do.
tiny dogs at stake, so
I know, right? Love of dogs.
people love their dogs, man.
I can
People.
see why.
You know what? Before I had kids, I could see why,
And now,
and now I'm like, oh, you're silly, man. And it's not because I love dogs.
right?
But some people, some of my friends love, especially in Toronto, it's just like they love their dogs. They're just like they talk about it, and if it has a person's name, you would totally think they had a. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And once you have a kid, you're like, oh, this is somebody else's baby. You're a person. This is a dog, and not that it's. I'm just saying it's definitely.
It's different, and it's
It's a-
definitely not
yeah.
the same.
Yeah, and like I love dogs too.
Right. Right.
But you realize, like, yeah, this is gonna die in 8 years, and you'll be fine. If this was a baby, you'd be shattered.
Yeah.
Like,
That is life changing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a kid passing away
Yeah.
prematurely, like may ruin a marriage, family connection. Like there's everything. It's like a nuclear blast that happened.
Yeah.
Whereas a dog, it's like, well, we signed up for this.
I get it when you're like young. Like I had a buddy who was young and his dog died. We were like we're teenagers.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this was his best friend. His whole this. He didn't even like his parents half as much as he liked this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But like it's sometimes when you're have grown friends and they have a dog,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, oh, you guys are going home for the dog's bedtime. I get it. And then like they did the same exact stuff that we do for our baby,
Right. But for a dog,
and it was just like, all right,
yeah.
I get it.
I guess it's good training.
No, it's you know what? You're right. It's
For-
perfect training. If you
like
if you can't handle a dog, like you're gonna go return this dog,
Yeah.
then yeah, you
No
should
kid.
definitely not have
No kid,
kids.
yeah, yeah.
That's what a dog is.
But it kind of like primes you to exit social situations early so that you can go and take care of something.
Oh yeah. The weird thing is once you have a kid and you see a dog when it looks like you looks like it feels like a baby's eyes.
Oh, really?
Oh man, it's the way I think all dogs I've seen look at you. It feels like even if they're grown dogs.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, these are similar eyes to a baby.
I learned that dogs' eyebrows,
Mhm.
it's selectively like that's a genetic trait that got developed over many years, so that for them to have expressive eyebrows.
Wolves don't have expressive eyebrows?
No.
Cool. Yeah, I can see that.
And they did that like the dogs developed that specifically because it made them
As
look
they were.
worried
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or like sad, like or something. I love these videos where it's like a dog does something crazy inside the house,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "So who did this?" And the dog's like,
Yeah, you could see the dog is like the best cast TV character at that time. Like,
he's just looking around.
yeah,
Like, yeah. So apparently, like the eyebrows.
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a really cool experiment that they did over a very small amount of time.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just breed like dogs and other things like dogs,
Yeah.
and you can get like a different animal within a few generations.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy. Have you seen the YouTube guy who takes care of wolves?
oh yeah. He's a young guy, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. He's cool. He must. Yeah.
Dude,
What do you
when-
do? My best friends are wolves.
bro, the wolves don't know how to bark. They don't bark, they don't yip, they don't do anything, right? Only when they're babies they bark.
Really?
When a wolf is a wolf,
Right.
they communicate solely with growls.
Wow.
That is terrifying because even when he's happy, he's growling. Have you heard some of this shit?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've watched that guy. He comes
so-
into him and the guy who throws away from his.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that guy.
I do like that guy because every once in a while he'll do a lobster or whatever and then he'll just give him a fish.
Fish.
And
Yeah.
throw him in.
Like, oh, she's pregnant. Here's a fish.
Let me see if I can find a wolf video. Wolf guy. Let's see. That brings up-
It's a werewolf. No, it's a guy. It's exactly that guy. That dog's happy, eh?
Yeah.
That dog sounds as angry as you know. You can see he's happy, but he's like,
Yeah, it really
kill
is. All right, here we go.
So one of the most common questions I get
Yeah, this is one.
working with the wolves is if I'm scared, especially with him being like this. He's just growling. He's always been a vocal pup ever since he was a baby. And as far as our relationship goes,
it's beyond.
especially with
the TV show.
Nikito, I bottle raised him and his sister from 3 days old. He will be 9 years old next month. And I've been around him every single day pretty much since then. Even on my days off, I'm over here messing with him. But as far as there being a possibility of
Great
him
job.
biting or something
Yeah.
going bad, there's always that chance. He is a wild animal. He's not technically domesticated. He's just used to me, and to him, I'm family. But even with him growling, as you can see, his tail's wagging. He's a good puppy, and Dad loves him. Yeah.
I like that. This guy's like, he's not domesticated. I bottle fed him every day. Like,
That being said, like if I'm just hearing that growl,
Mm-hmm.
there's no context for me to. Is this a happy growl?
yeah.
No, this is poop your pants growl, dude.
I wouldn't even know. A wolf is just like, yeah, it's, it's your time.
Right.
This thing is faster than you. It's, I don't know. There's no act big. Try.
No, there is nothing. Also, like, yeah,
Look at his head.
the tail of the tape.
Yeah.
Everything in his favor.
Yeah.
Everything in the wolf's favor. They're really cool though. He looks cool.
Yeah,
and
I
this
need
guy
a
has
stick.
what's that?
I need a long stick if
Bro.
I'm dealing with a
Man,
wolf.
it'll grab that stick in his mouth and just break it with one bite.
I don't
Unless you're
know.
swinging a tree. Also,
I can't.
It's never
swing a
one.
tree. Huh?
It's never one wolf.
What?
It's never just one wolf that you'll be fighting.
That's the game. I'm sorry.
Ah, okay.
I need one. If it's two, then there's no point. Like, forget a pack. Two is too many.
Right. Yeah.
Two of anything that size. One is too many. One is just me having an ego talking about it.
The wolf is so big. He might as well be a small horse.
Yeah, but carnivore. And...
Nah, you can't do it. You know what? I was hearing a stat. It was like the only time that you'd ever see a wolf is that it's sick, or injured. Other than that,
Yeah.
their hearing range and smelling range is like kilometers, whereas like we can only do like 12 feet or something.
Yeah. So I was talking to my hunting buddy on this on the hunt.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff you talk
For
about when
sure.
you're in the blind. It's like, hey, are there wolves out here?
Yeah.
And he's like, you'll definitely see coyotes.
Yeah.
And he was very upset with coyotes. He's like, fuck coyotes.
Oh, okay.
They are the worst. They don't do anything for the, like
Right.
they just eat the things you want to get.
Right.
Wolves, he's like, you'll never see a wolf. Like if anybody's telling you that, like if a wolf came to get you, it's strictly because it's in dire shape.
Yeah.
Like it's just can't catch
Anything.
and it's willing to deal with the danger of people. They immediately avoid. Like that's if they smell people and they smell people way further out.
Yeah.
They're gonna steer clear. It's not a thing that ever happens.
Yeah.
according to
You don't randomly see a wolf.
You didn't startle a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah. You can startle a bear.
Yeah. What do you call when you don't have a sense of smell? We know like blind and mute and deaf, but is there a word for if you don't have a sense of smell?
There probably is.
Interesting. It's funny that we've never come across that.
You want to look at it while I show you a video of a grouper?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You're not gonna look up the smell.
Yeah,
The
sure.
The smell mute. The smelling mute.
Set up the video. Smelling mute. Maybe that's what it is. This guy's smute.
Oh man, I'm hungry. I only had breakfast at lunchtime. I'm getting very used to just eating 2 meals. Anything?
Yeah. Anosmia? Anosmia. It has the word nose in it. Anosmia.
Anosmia. Okay.
I can't use that as an insult.
Shout out, shout out to those people who haven't offed me since from
Yeah,
COVID.
you have lost the least important.
No, dude, that's the thing, right?
What?
Smell is tied to taste. So if you lose your sense of smell, you also lose your sense of taste,
Damn.
or your sense of taste. I'm assuming. I think you lose it 100%, or you lose a bit of it. Doesn't matter.
Big
That
pharma.
sucks.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
That
Sensiti-
sucks.
I didn't know they also lose their. I know they can be. I didn't realize they're losing their sense of taste. Nobody mentioned that on the news.
I'm pretty sure.
That would be worst. They should open with that. They should be. You should be saying that if you lose your sense of taste, you also lose the sense of smell.
Well, when COVID was happening, they were saying that that was.
I may lose my sense of smell and not notice for weeks. I would notice when I fart.
Okay.
But if you tell me like, hey, losing the sense of taste is a sign of COVID,
Right.
I would know immediately. As soon as I ate something, oh, like, oh no, I hope this apple sucks.
Bro, my like local honeymoon
Mm-hmm.
when we got married, because we couldn't leave the country.
Yeah.
So we went to Niagara Falls, and then so we stayed in a hotel over there. In the morning, we ordered like breakfast food from a local place. So the Uber bring it in, and we ate the food, and we're like, oh no, I can't taste anything. Pancake, can't taste the pancake.
Yeah.
Can't taste the poutine, the breakfast poutine.
Right.
Can't taste nothing. Even the mushrooms, I can't even taste the mushrooms.
Jeez.
And we're looking at each other and we're like, did we get COVID? And
Or did white people make this food? Is
So
this from
that-
Swiss Chalet?
so I go downstairs, or we go into the living room where I left like takeaway pasta.
Yeah.
And I just took one cold and I could taste it. I was like, oh my God, we ate shit food. It was just horrible, horrible bland food.
Damn.
But it was so bad. We both of us, like my brow was getting moist. I was like, are we getting COVID? And back then, when getting COVID felt like a big deal, right?
Yeah,
Like,
there was like a few months that
Yeah.
it felt like, okay,
Yeah.
you
here
have
we
a
go.
will, so it's gonna be fine.
Here we
But
go.
yeah, there was a time where people were getting, and you're like, oh man,
Hope you live.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
You're panicked. Don't panic. You're
It's
good.
a
You're
dude
good,
on the side of a boat.
You got this. This is gonna make a 6 shot, and it'll be cool.
You know what? 6 shot?
6 shot.
Yeah, I like 6
For the
shot.
gram.
Yo,
For the
For the
two.
ground?
Yeah.
For the two?
For the thumbnail.
Oh, if it's for the
Thumbnail, bro.
Do it, Mike. Just hop on in. Hop on in.
look
Hop
how.
on in.
I don't think I'm gonna float.
You're gonna
You're
float.
gonna float.
No,
You're gonna float.
get me out, get me out.
I got you.
No, get me out.
I got you, bro.
Hey, y'all didn't know. Mike's afraid to
Please
swim.
don't let
No, you're good.
Bro, you
You're
sure?
good.
No,
You're good.
I'm not.
Bro, he's not even zipped up for a guy who's that afraid of water.
You want me to get in with you? I'll get in with you. Hold on.
Look.
He
Hold
come-
me slowly until I float.
Let go. You got the life jacket on, man. You're good. You're good.
No.
You're good.
Man, that fish is alive.
Hold your You're floating right now. Okay, hold on to the fish.
Oh my
He
god.
floats. There you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Dude, he grabbed the hook line. Of course. He was using a grouper as a floaty.
How did he not think that, like, tugging on a hook that's attached to this Goliath grouper's mouth, not agitate it?
If he's already that scared, I
What?
can't believe he was like, next move is this. I'm gonna get on this grouper.
Bro, I know that a grouper won't bite me.
Yes.
I know that it's safe. They don't go eat humans.
Mhm.
I'm still not getting into the water beside a Goliath grouper.
This guy was taken over by the thought of that this is for the gram.
This would be
That he didn't even zip up.
Yeah.
And he got into this water, and then this is the best part, man, when he's like trying to one hand this grouper. Just
grouper's
got his
like,
one arm.
Get off of me!
Get off of me, bro. I'm dying here.
Yeah.
This part's really funny too. He's like, I'll get in with you. Like, okay, hold me until I'm still. It's just like,
Don't do this. This is the second episode in a row. The first episode was a guy who was messing around with a shark that was attached to him.
I love that they record all of these.
Yeah.
Because this guy didn't want that out. I'm sure of it.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
And the whole time this guy's recording, he's like, dude, we're going to get this better than the
I mean,
shark
it's,
guy.
it's 3 boys, and his 2 other friends are egging him on to do something. And they
No. This is, they've taken him to catch a fish. This isn't your buddies caught a grouper. You hire people to catch a grouper.
Oh, you think that? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know.
why that's why they're recording it.
Okay.
Same thing probably with the shark too, possibly.
No,
don't know.
I think that's family.
Yeah, but I don't think the mom drove. I think this is a chartered boat on a.
Okay.
Yeah, because all of these have like an area to clean a fish. That's not something you always have when you have like a family boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, also, what are you doing with a grouper?
Yeah, what are you doing catching a grouper? Like, what are you gonna do with this, dude?
It's so big.
It's so big.
And I don't think that the meat is great. Otherwise, we would be eating grouper sushi.
Yeah, we give no shits if it tastes good. We're like, well, it tastes good. You got to eat it.
Have we even had grouper?
I don't think so.
No. I think grouper is another word for goldfish.
No.
It's in the family.
It could be. Let's see if we eat grouper.
Do we eat Goliath grouper? All right, I'll look for a Goliath grouper.
No, I'll just Google that.
All right, you
that
look for it.
Way more relevant.
You look for it.
I feel like an animal that big wouldn't be very tasty. Unfortunately, you cannot eat Goliath grouper. It says unfortunately.
Okay, why? Give me the reasons why you can't eat it.
Because they are now classified as critically endangered species. And they're primarily threatened by overfishing and habitat degradation. So we must eat them. It just says you can't.
You must not eat them. All right, well, save the groupers.
Save the groupers. If you were to guess who eats the groupers,
Who would I choose?
if you had one guess, who would you say eats the groupers?
The Chinese.
I would say the Japanese, but yeah, that'd be my second guess. Why'd you say Chinese? Because helps you get horny.
Because I feel like Japanese is more of like a dolphin shark people.
Okay.
And then for the Chinese would be more stingray ray.
Right. Anything
grouper.
destroys the bottom of the ocean.
No, I mean grouper. No, I think he's just because the groupers are fat. They're at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know if they're at the bottom.
I don't think they're at the bottom. You know why we think it's in the bottom? Frickin' Ripley's, dude. Ripley's put them in the size of a bathtub. There's nowhere else to go. The whole thing is bottom.
Seriously, it looks like a 8x8 or something.
Bro.
If they were in here, we should steal those fish.
How?
Bring them in here.
Here.
We couldn't even need a truck bed and a whole
Whoa.
situation.
Dude. Remember when I was fish keeping?
Yes.
Right? So there's this place in Mississauga specifically that carries some of the type of fish that I like, the shell-dwelling cichlids, right? From Africa.
Okay.
They come from one particular lake in Africa. So you had to go over there. So we go over there, and the guy who owns this place, dude, fish nerd. Big fish nerd. If you start talking to him, first of all, when you talk to him, he says there's just a hello, whatever, right?
Right.
But if you like crack the exterior a little bit, start asking him some questions about some fish.
Yeah.
And it's the same vibe as if you went to
dispensary.
Warhammer 4000,
Right.
if you went to like Games Workshop, anything, like a comic book store. He's like, oh, you want to listen? Here we go. He tells me his story, okay?
Yeah.
There's this guy in North Ontario, I don't know what, converted his basement into an aquarium.
Wow.
The basement. So essentially what it is that you can walk, it's a hallway, and either side is floor to ceiling like plexiglass.
Wow.
And then they made the tank on either side.
That's amazing.
And it's just filled with fish. And it's all, I think it's all like Great Lake fish stuff, like
That's fantastic.
basement. Full basement, just the thing. Then he's like, the next time I go, he pulls up the pictures. The build took, I don't know how many months, but they made it themselves. Like they had the 2x4 framing and everything, and they created all the stuff, and they get the plexiglass and seal it and everything else. Whole thing. They have a room just filled for filtration, like different stages of filtration, so that they can get the water at the right temperature. Oh, and it's chilling. They have chillers as well because it needs to be cold for these fish.
Wow.
Right, dude. Let me tell you this. Okay,
Tell me.
At some point, I wanted to purchase a fish tank that could hold jellyfish. Now, the problem is that if you're in Canada, you can't get access to the Florida moon jellyfish.
Good jellyfish.
You need a moon jellyfish, essentially.
Right. That's the good one.
It's the one that's easy to keep in a tank.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just the prettiest one.
So I like contact them, and Florida's like, they're like, no, we can't send it to you because
You got to come get it.
No. It can't go across the border. Canada won't let you take the moon jellyfish, right?
Okay.
So he's like, the alternative is that you get the moon jellyfish from Vancouver. I say, bet, no problem. Let me call Vancouver and see how much it would cost for them to ship me the moon jellyfish. They said, we can send it to you, but our jellyfish is different than the Floridian one in that it requires a chiller. So you would need a chiller alongside with your tank. I said, all right, cool. I have a tank now, and for me to heat it up is just a little thing that's inside that's plugged into the wall,
Right.
and it heats up the water. So I can just do, it's the opposite of that.
It's just a colder
Right?
thing.
Yeah. And I looked it up. It was like $900 to run
Dang.
a small one
Mm-hmm.
for a small little tank for Vancouver fish that requires like I think 5 degrees colder temperature. Okay? The amount of money this guy must be clearing per month on chilling his freaking insane aquarium that's inside his house. Also, I don't think this thing is zoned. Like I don't
Is
think
there zoning for that? They would never imagine somebody would make their basement into a walk-through aquarium.
Yeah, I don't think it ever happened. But yeah, some crazies out there did it. And so I saw the final pictures. Looks beautiful, dude. It's trippy.
Oh.
It's like upstairs is a regular freaking house, and then downstairs is a whole different world.
It's the weirdest flex.
It really is.
Like, but it will like once you're down there, you're immediately thinking like, how much money does this guy make?
Yeah.
I can see your car and not have that register, but if anybody walks through an aquarium in a basement, you're just like, what do you do? Really? And that gets you aquarium money?
Yeah, that gets you house converting aquarium
Bro.
money.
And good luck selling this house. This is not a add-on. This is not a deck, right? It's
Can
like,
you
oh
imagine
yeah,
the listing?
people are upstairs like, this is pretty cool. Can we just check out the basement, just to see? And they're like, oh yeah, do you like fish?
And you just see a gar.
Yeah, I know. You get in there, it's just an eyeball following you. You're like,
Is that kelp?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Mommy, this is great.
I gotta see if I can find it online. It was in like one of those fish forums.
There's probably not too many of these things.
I feel like there might be only one in Ontario because this guy was in Ontario.
I'm pretty
He
impressed.
bought
that
some
they
of
were-
those fish from that guy. I
It's
think.
great that they were able to make it happen.
Yeah,
Because
right?
that's not a business that's thriving. This
No.
guy specifically asked for this.
Yeah.
And they were like, we'll see what's the best we can do.
Yeah.
And then they ripped apart a bit.
Way to live your life,
Dude.
way to live your dreams, eh?
Yeah.
He's like, I can't go to the ocean or the lake,
Yeah.
so I will bring it to me.
Dude. It's like, hey, do you guys make custom aquariums? You do.
Well,
Well, I've got a job for you. Come to my, make my house.
all right, where we at? I think we're good over here, bro.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah. I'm gonna start coughing now. Yeah. All right, people. This has been episode 389. 389. I love these numbers. A testament to Crash and Flow's consistency. 389. People, thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in a week. We love you all. Good night.
Crash and flow. Crash and flow. Crash and flow.